It's May 3rd, and I'm Bailey Gardner.
And I'm Jacob Latterman.
Here with this year's last episode of the CCN. Today we'll get into some entertainment with What's the Rage with Gage and Cage, movie reviews with Kirsten and Drew, sports with Isaac Thatcher and Will Kyle, and Imagine with Matt and Jen.
Also, Bailey and I will fill you in on some world news and important school announcements. For the last time this year, it's time for the CCN. The Korean War is officially over. The leaders of North and South Korea have committed themselves to the complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula and pledged to bring a formal end of the Korean War, 65 years after hostiles ceased. In a remarkable day-long meeting, South Korean President Moon Jae-in and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un embraced, planted a tree, and talked alone for more than 30 minutes.
They signed the Panmunjom Declaration for Peace, Prosperity, and Unification on the Korean Peninsula, which commits the two countries to denuclearization and talks to bring a formal end to the conflict. It was a startling conclusion to be the first meeting between the leaders of two countries in 10 years. We went out to see what the students think of this historical event.
I just find a way for North Korea just to save itself.
All right, thank you.
I mainly see it as a way for North Korea to hopefully support peace.
I think North Korea is just kind of trying to save itself right now because we have so many sanctions placed on them and they're having a hard time getting supplies to their people. And I think he's doing this as a way to get those sanctions off of him because he's got a pretty large military, and if they're going to be starving, they're not going to really like him very much. Just saying.
All right, thank you.
Buongiorno, everybody. I'm Gage Johnson.
And I'm Kate Hazelwood, and it's finally time for the school year's last installment of What's the Rage with Gage and Cage.
In recent news, everybody's favorite female artist, Cardi B, has just recently been sued by her ex-manager, Shaft, for over a whopping $10 million. You could buy 400,000 $5 footlongs for that much money. That's 400,000 feet in sandwiches. Anyway, Shaft was supposedly responsible for making Cardi B what she is today, and Shaft feels that Cardi B is being pushed out of the picture and not given any credit. So, that's the reason for why she's being sued.
Last Friday, Avengers Infinity War was released, and man, oh man, everyone and their mother is freaking out about the ending. No spoilers, but the way this movie ends will completely vaporize your emotions. Infinity War is also breaking records, becoming the biggest movie opening ever with $250 million on opening weekend. The movie has also made $630 million in box office and is increasing. Who knows, maybe the hype for this movie will disappear in a couple of days. Needless to say, Infinity War is leaving its competitors in the dust.
An Australian theater goofed up pretty good last Thursday when a horror movie trailer for the movie Hereditary was showcased in a Peter Rabbit showing before the movie started. Hereditary is said by multiple critics to be the modern-day Exorcist. This may not seem like a big deal at first, but this resulted in hordes of little kids fleeing out of a theater in terror.
Since the summer is soon approaching us, you will need to know about the new music coming this summer so you can hit the Quan, dab, and hang with your homie G's while you get a tan darker than a DC Universe film. Kanye West is supposedly releasing an untitled album on June 1st. Panic at the Disco is releasing Pray for the Wicked on June 22nd.
Before Cage and I sign off, we'd like to say filming What's the Rage has been an interesting journey, and we both know all of you are definitely going to miss us. Cage, come on, Cage. I know, Cage. I'm sad too, but we must be strong.
I know, you're right. On the bright side, at least the people who aren't seniors will get to see us next year.
And for you seniors, just remember, we will always be with you, deep down, behind your ribcage. We will always be in your dreams as long as you live. Forever.
This has been What's the Rage with Gage and Cage, signing off. For now.
I'm Mad here with Jen, and we're here to talk about Chromebooks, and this will be our last episode of the year. And I'm actually really sad because I'm going to be a senior next year, so it'll be my last year with you guys until next year.
I can't wait to continue on this pathway, and I've had so much fun meeting Mad, starting Imagine, and I want to thank all of you for actually watching it, and I love you all. Imagine that! How do you feel about getting Chromebooks next year?
I'm very excited. I think it will further our education.
Thank you!
How do you feel about getting Chromebooks next year?
I'm not really good at technology. I'd kind of just rather use a pencil and paper, but that's just me.
Thank you. How do you feel about getting Chromebooks next year?
I think it's a good thing, honestly, because we don't get a lot of technology here at the high school. Most of it's in elementaries or middle school.
Thank you.
I don't like it because I do not want to charge them.
Thank you.
I think it would be great because then people don't have to worry about keeping up with papers and everything will be on Google Classroom or Google Docs, and it's easier to get access to.
Thank you.
I don't really like it because sometimes the internet is slow and you don't get work done.
Thank you.
I feel like it'd be a lot more helpful and useful, but I feel like I'm gonna miss writing notes all the time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How do you feel about Chromebooks?
I don't like them.
Cool.
Great, I think we need them. I think it'd be better for our homework.
Thank you.
I think it's a really smart idea, but I do think that people need to realize that teachers will be able to see everything that they do because they have software on it that will transfer it to the teacher's computer.
Thank you. How do you feel about getting Chromebooks?
Well, it should be good for some people, but the irresponsible ones, yeah, it's a lot of cause and probability of breaking them and all that. Just a bunch of money paid to the school. I mean, it should be good after all.
Thank you. I'm here with
Mr. Thompson.
How do you feel about getting Chromebooks next year?
I think it's a great opportunity for our students here at the high school to get Chromebooks. In today's age, all of our students are more digitally driven than even I was, and we realize that that's the future, is the digital age for all of our students, and we're trying to make that more relevant to our students and bring what we do each and every day towards you guys to make sure that it involves some rigor, it involves some relevance for each one of you, and make sure that we do everything we can do to prepare you for the real world.
Thank you.
Hey County, I'm Isaac.
And I'm Will Kyle.
Let's get into some sports. The 2018 NFL Draft happened last weekend, and the first round made history this year. For the first time in the modern draft era, 4 quarterbacks were drafted in the top 10. Baker Mayfield out of Oklahoma was drafted number 1 to the Cleveland Browns. Sam Darnold out of USC was picked 3rd to the New York Jets. Josh Allen out of Wyoming was picked 7th by the Buffalo Bills. And Josh Rosen out of UCLA was picked up number 10 at Arizona. Also, one of the best receivers in the draft, Calvin Ridley, dropped all the way to 27 to the Atlanta Falcons.
Some other notable picks from the later rounds include Oklahoma State quarterback Mason Rudolph going to the Pittsburgh Steelers, Boston College linebacker Harold Landry going to the Tennessee Titans, and what might be the steal of the draft, projected top 25 pick Mo Hurst, who's a defensive tackle from the University of Michigan, dropped all the way down to the 5th round and got drafted by the Oakland Raiders. University of Michigan also made history this year by having a player in each of the past 80 drafts coming from Michigan, beating Notre Dame's previous 79-year record.
Wait, this is my last Colonel cast.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I'm just done. I'm sorry. Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, I gotta say one thing. But seriously, though, I really appreciate doing this. This was the most fun I've had all year. It's probably my favorite class. I enjoy doing the Colonel Cast. I enjoy doing sports. And hopefully, Will, if you do come back sometime, before you graduate, you can succeed as I have in sports. That's all I got to say. I got to say. Now, it's movie review with Kirsten and Drew, right? Yeah. All right, movie reviews with Kirsten and Drew are up next, where they will talk about the Avengers Infinity War.
Hello everyone, we are back for the last segment of Movie Review with Kirsten and Drew.
This week we saw the much talked about Avengers movie
Infinity War. If you haven't seen this movie, kindly raise your hand and politely ask your teacher to skip our segment.
But seriously, this movie has got to be, hands down, one of the best creations Marvel has ever produced. There was so much suspense wrapped up in around 3 hours of nonstop entertainment.
If you haven't seen this incredible movie yet, you need to get over to Showplace Cinemas and see it ASAP.
Avengers Infinity War is a much anticipated movie, including the crossover between the heroes of Guardians of the Galaxy and, well, the Avengers.
This movie will leave you hanging on the edge of your seat and trying to figure out what exactly will happen.
Thank you for tuning in to the last movie review with Kirsten and Drew for this 2018 school year.
Well, back to Bailey and Jacob.
Thank you for tuning in to 22 and a half whole episodes of the CCN. Stay tuned after I sign off for information on how you can connect with us on Instagram, Twitter, and I think YouTube.
On behalf of everyone on the CCN cast, we would like to thank our seniors, Bailey Gardner, Isaac Thatcher, and Ryan Williams for an awesome year of the Colonel cast. We all wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, along with everyone graduating this year.
We're the CCN, signing out! It's May 3rd, and I'm Bailey Gardner.
And I'm Jacob Latterman.
Here with this year's last episode of the CCN. Are you serious? It says insert last episode stuff here.
I did that later. It's fine. Just say.
What's happening, y'all?
I'm here with Emily Braden. How do you feel about...
Is the black thing over the camera right now? It looks like it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Mr.
Okay,
Fish,
it's good
you
now.
about did it again.
Yeah.
I did it again. Bet did it again.
I'm here with...
Kaden.
How do...
Sports with Isaac Thatcher and Will Kyle, and Whether or Not with Seb Watkins and Will Kyle. No. Are you serious?
No weather. Oh man. Are you shocked? Yeah, no, I'm not.
You did it one day. You did it one time.
Two.
Yeah, twice.
It's the last episode. You gotta bring
Please
it back.
have me eat this light bulb. Cage with Cage and Cage. Movie reviews. Movie? What? Gosh, now I'm naming Pokemon.
Pokemon! Gotta catch 'em all.
Gotta catch them all.
I'm here with Savannah Watson. It's a new fish. I'm here with Savannah Watson. It's a new month, Mr. Fish. I should do this.
This week we saw the much talked about Avengers Infinity. I can't say Infinity. How do I say? This week we saw the much talked about Avengers Infinity. You do it. Oh my God.
Just say the latest
Avengers. This week we saw the much talked. This week we saw the much talked about latest Avengers movie, Infinity